I really don't think that Laoli has the understanding and respect to Laoli. I'm not saying that he's incompetent. I'm just saying he's out of his league when it comes to this position of Prime Minister, especially filling the shoes of this man, Dr. Tuilaepa. Man, I'm telling you now, like, you know, seeing the Tuilaepa and the way he, when, you know, if you ask the right questions, he'll give you the answer. And so those deeper questions that's out of my league, that's out of a lot of people's league to understand. And, you know, Tuilaepa is just straight into it and knows how to reply, knows what analysis or what report or what needs to be done. If he doesn't know, he will go look for someone else to find out. Can you help me?
China was reluctant to grant, and we proceeded with the loan. Immediately, the huge assistance that we were supposed to get from the World Bank, from Australia and New Zealand, ceased. The next thing I did was to direct officials from our Ministry's Finance, the Central Bank, to work on a cost-benefit analysis of our project, submit the cost-benefit analysis to the World Bank and IMF, which we did. And about 8 months later, I got an apology from them that the grant that they stopped will resume, because they now found out that it was a very good project.
So it shows, this really shows on how to make sure the government is ran, stabilize the economy, making sure the economy is growing. So Samoa has come from the least development country to another level up when Tuilaepa was in power. And that's a massive achievement for anyone to do that. He's implemented systems that are still being used, and a lot of these systems have been taken out by the fast government purely because of pride, purely because of they think they know better. And as what Tuilaepa said, because they're in power and this is their turn.
The kind of argument you hear around, oh, this is our time. This is our time, because power is in our hands.
Okay, fair enough. It's your turn. Fair call. It's your turn. You come and take Oscar out of the financial. You come and take all these court people that you don't like. You take the judges out there. You fire them. You pretty much get rid of all this. You just do a reshuffle, because you guys are the ones in power. And then you start to see a lot of these people start to retire. They don't want to work for the government, you know, because of what? Because they can see the new government has no knowledge, has no leadership. And now we can see here what's happening. The broken promises, the money that's been said, yes, we will give it to you. Yes, we will give it to you. Yes, the cabinet said, check your bank account. Guys, check your bank account. Check if the money's in your account. You know, this is where it's come to. It really comes back to what? It comes back to bad leadership. It comes back to bad leadership. That's the facts. I'm talking to Dr. Tuilaepa, mate, straight away talking about the deficits, understanding the budget, understanding money management, implementing systems in place. Yes, using debt. If they got to go over the budget, if they've got to use more money, it's for a good cause. It's to make sure Samoa's balanced well, to get the airports, to help with the tsunami. The proof is by the knowledge. The numbers don't lie. The foreign aid, the help of 168 million, it gradually grew and grew and grew, kept on growing all the way to 2020, 168 million USD dollars given from overseas grants from countries like Japan, America, Australia, 168 million USD. And now we can start to see that fund and those grants start to decrease now. And the last 2 years, it hasn't even been released. I wonder why, I'm not sure. But it has been decreasing. In 2022, 128 million. 23, 117 million. 24 and 25, question mark. They don't release the stats. But the last time Tuilaepa was in is 168 million of funds that are coming into the country. And that's the highest it's ever had since the start. That goes to show the progress of this man, to put his knowledge that he's learned in university, his knowledge that he's learned with other people and his friends from other countries, his networking with other people. He's English speaking to these people. How do you think Tuilaepa talked to these people? He didn't speak Samoan to them. You have to speak English. And then he goes and speaks with these people, speaks with that person, asks them, how is done? How is this done? Okay, I'm going to implement that system for us. And then we started to kind of see things happen in Samoa, infrastructure, changing the roads from the right side to the left. Wow, how do we do that? Death threats, people saying, oh, we're going to get you Tuilaepa. Still, Tuilaepa said, I'm going to still do this. It's not because I'm trying to be somebody. It's because we want to bring cars in from overseas that are from Australia and New Zealand. It's cheaper for us. And now there's so many cars. There's just too many cars in Samoa at the moment. All coming back from Tuilaepa and the HRBP back in his time. But the man who has the last call, the leader, that's the crucial player of the team. He's the main man who oversees, makes sure that the correct call is made, and he makes it. And he always makes sure it's with love. That's what he said. He said it with his own mouth. Love. His moves that he makes is all with love. And then we can see what's happening with this government. It's really hard to kind of see where the love is. It seems the only people that are getting the love is the people that vote for fast. That's the only people that are getting the love. The only people that are getting the love is the people that support him, cabinet, the ministers, his friends, and his family. Those are the only people that are getting the love. That's discrimination. This is what separates the Prime Minister to the former Prime Minister. And what I'm doing here to help Samoa is just to try and do my part to kind of give a perspective. If you guys like to listen to, the gossiping, the whaikekala news network, by all means, you got Blue TV, you got the Radio Samoa and the American channel, they're all good at whaikekala. That's all they're good at. Because their whaikekala gets them money, it gets them attention. But if you want to know the truth, dissecting or having different opinions and debating with each other about what's really happening in Samoa, this is the program.